Welcome to Fairy Tales English Journey. Today we will travel back to ancient times. We will explore a world of powerful gods and brave heroes. Have you ever wondered how humans first received the gift of fire? This is the amazing story of a giant named Prometheus who risked everything for us. Long ago, before the world looked like it does today, there lived beings called Titans. They were giant and very powerful. Prometheus was one of these Titans. His name means forethought, which means thinking ahead. He was very wise and always cared deeply about the future of the earth and its creatures. The ruler of the world was a very powerful god named Zeus. Zeus lived high above the clouds on a huge mountain called Mount Olympus. Zeus was the king of all gods. He wanted everything to be perfect, but he did not care much about the tiny humans living down on the earth below. At this time, humans were struggling to survive. They lived in dark and cold caves. They did not have warm clothes to wear or good food to eat. They shivered during the freezing winters and hid from dangerous wild animals in the dark. Life was very hard and sad for the early humans. Prometheus looked down from the sky and saw the humans shivering in the cold. His heart was filled with great pity for them. He knew they needed something to help them stay warm and safe. He realized that they needed the magic of fire to change their difficult lives for the better forever. But there was a very big problem. The mighty King Zeus had decided that fire belonged only to the gods. He kept the bright flames locked away safely on Mount Olympus. Zeus believed that if humans had fire, they might become too strong and forget to respect the powerful gods in the sky. Prometheus went to Zeus and begged him to share the fire. He explained how much the poor humans were suffering in the cold, dark world. He promised that humans would use the fire to build good lives. But Zeus was very angry and said no. He ordered Prometheus to leave the fire alone. Zeus spoke with a loud voice that sounded like thunder. He told Prometheus that humans must stay in the dark. He warned the wise Titan never to ask about the fire again. Zeus wanted the humans to remain weak so they would always need the gods and never try to become powerful themselves. Prometheus walked away from the golden palace, but he could not forget the freezing humans. He knew he had to do something brave. He decided to disobey the king of the gods. Prometheus made a secret plan to steal a tiny spark of fire and give it to the humans on the earth. The brave Titan waited until the darkest part of the night. He climbed quietly up the steep rocks of Mount Olympus. He hid in the shadows to avoid the sleeping guards. He carried a hollow stalk from a giant fennel plant to hide the glowing spark he planned to take from the gods. Prometheus reached the glowing hearth where the sacred fire burned brightly. He carefully took one glowing coal and placed it inside the hollow plant stalk. The thick green plant hid the bright light perfectly. He turned around and began his long, quiet journey back down the mountain to the earth below the clouds. The journey down the mountain was very dangerous. If Zeus woke up and saw him, Prometheus would be in terrible trouble. But the wise Titan moved slowly and carefully. He held the hollow plant close to his chest. He kept the secret spark safe from the cold wind that blew across the high rocks. Finally, Prometheus reached the ground where the humans lived. He gathered a small pile of dry leaves and tiny wooden sticks. He gently blew on the glowing coal from the plant stalk. A bright orange flame jumped to life. The humans gasped in wonder at the beautiful warm light shining in the dark night. Prometheus showed the humans how to feed the hungry flame with more wood. He taught them how to keep the fire burning safely inside a circle of stones. The humans felt the wonderful heat spreading to their cold hands and faces. They smiled and laughed for the first time in many long, cold years. With the gift of fire, human life changed very quickly. They brought the bright flames into their dark caves. The fire chased away the scary shadows and kept the wild animals away. The humans could finally sleep warmly and safely through the freezing winter nights without fear of the dark or the cold. Next, Prometheus taught the humans how to cook their food over the hot flames. Cooked food tasted much better and made them grow stronger and healthier. They gathered around the bright fires every evening to share stories and eat together. The fire brought the humans closer and helped them build happy, strong families. The wise Titan did not stop there. He showed the humans how to use the hot fire to melt hard rocks and make strong metals. They learned to make hammers and axes and plows. With these new tools, they could build better houses and grow more food in the warm, sunny fields nearby. Because of the gift of fire, humans began to learn many new things. They built small villages that grew into large, busy cities. They made beautiful art and wrote wonderful stories. They learned to sail ships across the wide blue oceans. Fire was the magic key that opened the door to a bright future. But up on Mount Olympus, the angry king Zeus looked down and saw strange, glowing lights on the earth. He saw the smoke rising from the busy human cities. Zeus realized that someone had stolen the sacred fire. He was furious that his strict rules had been broken by someone in his own kingdom. Zeus called all the gods together and demanded to know who had taken the fire. He quickly discovered that Prometheus was the thief. The king of the gods decided that Prometheus must be punished severely. He wanted everyone to know what happens when someone disobeys the mighty ruler of Mount Olympus and the sky. Zeus ordered his strong guards to capture the brave Titan. They found Prometheus teaching the humans in a busy village. The guards tied his hands with heavy iron chains. The humans cried and tried to help their kind friend, but the guards were too strong. They dragged Prometheus away to face the angry king. Zeus looked at Prometheus with cold, angry eyes. He told the Titan that his punishment would last forever. Zeus commanded his guards to take Prometheus to a faraway place called the Caucasus Mountains. This was a lonely, cold place at the very edge of the world where no humans ever went to visit. The strong guards chained Prometheus to a giant gray rock on the highest peak of the mountain. The heavy iron chains were magical and could never be broken. Prometheus was trapped there in the freezing snow and the howling wind. He could not move his arms or his legs to warm his cold body. The punishment was very cruel and terrible. Every single day, a giant eagle flew down from the sky. The eagle was a special monster sent by Zeus. The giant bird had sharp claws and a very sharp beak. It attacked the helpless Titan and caused him a great deal of terrible pain and suffering. The eagle ate the liver of Prometheus every day while the sun was high in the sky. Prometheus cried out in pain, but no one could hear him on the lonely mountain. He suffered terribly until the sun went down and the dark night finally chased the cruel giant bird away into the clouds. Because Prometheus was a magical Titan, he could not die. During the long, cold night, his body would slowly heal itself. His liver grew back completely before the morning sun appeared. But this meant the terrible punishment would start all over again the very next day. It was an endless circle of great pain. For many long years, Prometheus hung on the cold, gray rock. The hot summer sun burned his skin, and the winter snow froze his toes. The giant eagle returned every single day without fail. But the brave Titan never cried out for mercy from Zeus. He stayed strong and proud despite his terrible suffering. Zeus watched from his golden palace and waited for Prometheus to apologize. He wanted the Titan to say he was wrong to help the humans. Zeus offered to let him go if he would only say he was sorry. But Prometheus refused to apologize because he knew he had done the right thing always. Prometheus looked down from his high mountain and saw the humans living happy lives. He saw their warm fires and their strong cities. He knew his great pain was worth the wonderful gift he had given them. The humans remembered the brave Titan and thanked him every time they lit a warm, bright fire. The story of Prometheus teaches us many important lessons. It shows us the true meaning of sacrifice. Sacrifice means giving up something important to help someone else. Prometheus gave up his own freedom and happiness so that the weak humans could survive and build a beautiful world filled with light and warmth and joy. This famous story also teaches us about bravery. True bravery is doing the right thing even when it is very dangerous. Prometheus knew that Zeus would be angry and punish him. But he stole the fire anyway because he knew the humans needed his help to live. He chose to be brave for others. We can also learn about the amazing power of knowledge from this story. Fire in this ancient tale represents knowledge and science. When humans received the fire, they learned to create and build. Knowledge is like a bright flame that chases away the dark shadows of ignorance and helps us understand our wide world. When we learn English, we are gathering our own kind of fire. Every new word and sentence is a bright spark of knowledge. Just like the early humans used fire to build strong cities, you can use your new language skills to build a wonderful future. Learning opens many new doors for your life. It is also important to remember that progress sometimes requires hard work and difficult times. Prometheus suffered greatly so that humanity could move forward. When you face difficult challenges in your studies, remember the brave Titan. Keep working hard because the beautiful results will be worth all your strong efforts in the very end. Many hundreds of years passed while Prometheus hung on the lonely mountain. The humans continued to grow stronger and wiser. They told the story of the brave firebringer to their children. They painted his picture on their beautiful clay pots and carved his strong face into white marble statues to honor his great sacrifice. Eventually, a very famous hero named Hercules came traveling through the high snowy mountains. Hercules was the strongest man in the whole world. He saw the poor Titan chained to the cold rock. Hercules felt great pity for Prometheus and decided to help him escape from his terrible long punishment and the cruel giant bird. When the giant eagle flew down to attack Prometheus, Hercules lifted his heavy wooden club. The strong hero fought the terrible bird and chased it away forever. Then Hercules used his amazing strength to break the magical iron chains. After many long centuries of pain, the brave Titan was finally free to walk again. Zeus was watching from the sky, but he did not stop the strong hero. The king of the gods had finally learned to respect the bravery of Prometheus. Zeus allowed the Titan to return to the world. But Zeus made Prometheus wear a special ring made from the iron chain and a small gray rock. This heavy iron ring was a reminder of his long punishment. It also showed that Zeus kept his promise to bind the Titan to the rock forever. Prometheus wore the ring proudly. It was a symbol of his great love for humanity and the terrible price he paid to bring them the magic of fire. Today we still use the name of Prometheus when we talk about brave and clever people. When someone invents something amazing that helps all of humanity, we call it a Promethean effort. His name will always remind us of the bright light of knowledge and the incredible power of human creativity and strong, endless courage. Think about all the things in your home that use fire or energy. The warm heater in your room and the stove where you cook your food all started with that first magical spark. Even the electricity that powers your computer or phone is a modern kind of fire that makes our daily lives better. When you look at a bright burning candle or a warm, cozy campfire, you can remember this ancient story. The dancing orange flames are a beautiful reminder of the brave Titan who loved humanity enough to face the anger of the mighty king of the gods. Fire is a gift of love and great courage. In our English journey today, we learned many wonderful new words. We learned words like sacrifice, which means giving up something for others. We learned about forethought, which means planning for the future. Try to use these powerful new words when you speak with your friends or write your next story for school or work. We also practice reading simple and clear sentences today. By listening to this exciting story, you are training your ears to understand English better. Every time you listen to a story on Fairy Tales English Journey, your brain is building new connections. You are growing smarter and more confident with every single video you watch. Stories from ancient times are like magic bridges. They connect us to the people who lived thousands of years ago. Even though the world has changed, so much human feelings remain exactly the same. We still admire bravery, and we still want to help those who are struggling in the cold and the dark times. What would you do if you were Prometheus today? Would you risk everything to help people you did not even know? It is a very big question to think about. True heroes are people who put the needs of others before their own safety. We can all try to be a little bit more like him. You can be a hero in your own small ways every day. You can share your knowledge with a friend who is struggling to learn. You can help someone who feels cold or lonely. Every kind action is like sharing a tiny warm spark of fire with the wide world around you and your friends. Thank you for joining us on this amazing adventure back to the days of the ancient gods. We hope you enjoyed learning about the brave Titan and his wonderful gift to humanity. Keep practicing your English every single day. Your bright future is waiting for you to unlock it with the magic key of knowledge. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to Fairy Tales English Journey. When you subscribe, you will never miss our beautiful new stories. Share this exciting tale with your friends and family so they can learn English with us too. We love reading your comments, so please say hello in the section down below. Until next time, keep your curiosity burning bright like a warm fire. Never stop exploring the wonderful world of stories and learning. Have a beautiful day, and we will see you very soon for another magical adventure in English. Goodbye for now, from all of us here at Fairy Tales English Journey, and stay safe.